Hi everyone, welcome back to Scented Moments channel. I'm LIMA and I'm finally recovered from COVID. Yes, I got the virus and it was awful. These last couple of weeks were quite tough for me. That's why during that period I was not able to record any video. Yes, I lost my sense of smell, taste, a lot of body pain, a lot of headaches, fever. I mean, I had almost all the symptoms with the exception of lacking air. But as for the rest, it was really horrible. Maybe you can sense from my voice that I'm still not 100% recovered. My nose is still full, a bit stuffy, and that's why I'm talking like that, like I have some sort of cold. But other than that, everything's fine. I already regained my sense of smell. Amazing. That's why I'm also recording this video. All the symptoms are gone. I'm negative. I'm recovered. But well, I think this still takes some time until I am 100%. But other than that, or that aside, I have here 13 fragrances, 13 designer fragrances that I do want to talk about. This is my first fragrance haul video of this year, and it's only designer fragrances. I don't remember the last time that I bought so many designer fragrances. I'm very into designer fragrances right now, especially from a specific brand, which is Chanel. And I am in love with Chanel fragrances. I don't know why it took me so long to discover really Chanel as a whole. And I have here two Les Exclusives, and I'm saving to purchase what will be my next fragrance, which will be Sycamore. Absolutely stunning vetiver. So yeah, I have here 13 fragrances, and I will not mention them in a specific order, with the exception of the first one, which was actually the first fragrance that I bought this year. And it's from the house of Yves Saint Laurent. And as you will notice, there's no recent designer releases, with the exception of one fragrance actually. But well, you will see that. But first fragrance that I bought from the house of Yves Saint Laurent, which is shocking. I don't remember the last time I bought an Yves Saint Laurent fragrance. I mean, Yves Saint Laurent stopped being relevant, for me at least, from 2010. Since 2010, I mean, for more than a decade, Yves Saint Laurent stopped being relevant. All their releases are just not for me. I think it's the softest way to say it. But this one is a classic. I think it was released under Tom Ford, the original, and the Tom Ford creative direction. This is the second reformulation, and it is M7 Oud Absolu. This one right here. I think this line is discontinued, unfortunately. And here you can see the main notes / accords of this fragrance, this classic scent. This is a must-have. I finally have this one. It's not the original formulation, which actually I was very lucky to have, because a friend of mine borrowed me that fragrance as to experience, to try it. It was already like 3 years ago, but I still remember how it smelled, and how it smells like. Actually, it's in the same vein of oud wood. Actually, I think it's the inspiration of oud wood. Now, the difference between the original M7 to this version is mainly the mandarin in the top. This in the top, the mandarin orange is quite prominent, very citrusy, juicy, but after that initial opening, I think they are very similar to each other. So I think it's not worth for you to hunt the original formulation. I think if you find this one, you'll be just fine. This is great. Love the oud wood accord in here, because I doubt it this has real oud, but I really love the woodiness in here, the patchouli with the mandarin orange. Absolutely love this fragrance. It's a classic that everyone should have. It's M7 Oud Absolu from Yves Saint Laurent. And now this will not be in a specific order, this will be completely random, but the next fragrance that I have here, it's from the house of Narciso Rodriguez, and this is for him, Eau de Toilette. This is the original. I have the Eau de Parfum, which I absolutely love. I love this bottle presentation here. This was created by Francis Courtin, which is today the in-house parfumeur of Christian Dior. This fragrance, it's very different from the Eau de Parfum concentration, which I think it was also created by Francis Courtin. This one is still quite different. This has violet leaves, lots of violet leaves. This has what a lot of people call this wet concrete smell. And I definitely detect that. Definitely has this soily, wet, soily impression. I absolutely love this one. It's so unique. It's like a fougère from the 2000s, because this was this was released in 2007, if memory doesn't fail. So this has lavender, it has violet leaves, it's very musky, it has this wet, soily concrete, if you prefer, accord in here, or impression. Yeah, this is perfect for springtime, and it's quite long lasting, very masculine, and so unique. I really do love this one. I mean, this comes across as a really high quality scent. Doesn't smell cheap, doesn't smell like dated or too like old school. No, it's really like a modern fougère scent, but like from the 2000s. I really do love this one. It's a fantastic scent that I think you definitely should try, should have even. It's Narciso Rodriguez Eau de Toilette for him. The next fragrance that I have here, it's the most recent release that I have. It was released last year, actually, in the beginning of last year, and it's from the house of Givenchy. Givenchy, I mean, this line, it's quite good, and I'm very curious to try their latest release, which is it's not Boisé. Well, actually I'm missing the name of the flanker, but it's meant to be more dark and boozy. This was released last year, and it is Givenchy Gentleman Eau de Toilette Intense. Now, don't get fooled by this bluish color. This fragrance, I mean, it has what you could call like a blue accord, like Ambroxan. It has a hint, it has a small hint of a blue fragrance, but it's so much more than that. And that's for me what's really impressed me. This fragrance is so sensual and it's so well done. I mean, I love this. I was so impressed by this fragrance. This has cardamom, bergamot, the cardamom here with iris. These three notes, especially cardamom and iris, are the most prominent notes. Just by that, I mean, I'm sold. But the way this fragrance comes across, the blend of this fragrance is fantastic. Then this has cedarwood, and this has cumin, actually. So this is spicy, but it's creamy. It's like a very creamy cardamom with iris, this powdery iris, with a hint, with a touch of Ambroxan. It's so good. I mean, seriously, this fragrance is so sensual, so seductive, so unique. It's great. It's a great addition to this line, the Gentleman line. I have the Eau de Parfum. I think, and that's it. Actually, this is my second fragrance from this line. I want to buy the cologne version, not concentration, because it's an eau de toilette, but Givenchy Gentleman Cologne. It's all white bottle. It's a fresh fragrance, which I think also smells wonderful with carrot seeds. This one is to die for. It's signature scent worthy, high quality scent. I'm telling you right now. I don't recall who is the perfumer of this one, but creamy cardamom with iris. Wonderful. Givenchy Gentleman Eau de Toilette Intense, and good performance also. Next fragrance that I purchased is from the house of Hermès, and it is L'Ombre des Merveilles. Now this is also a recent-ish fragrance release. This was released in 2020, if I'm not mistaken. 2020, 2019, around that. I love this line, so underrated. The Eau de Merveilles line. I think I'm only skipping the original Eau de Merveilles because I have all its flankers. This one being the last release of this line. I have the Eau de Merveilles Bleu. I have the Elixir de Merveilles, L'Ombre de Merveilles, and now I have this one. This one, I think it's the most masculine leaning scent of at least the four that I have. This one has black tea and incense. This fragrance it's so good, and again, so unique. It's a bit aquatic and sparkly, but the prominent notes here are the smoked dry black tea with incense. It's very zen. These two notes for me are very zen, gives me a very calming effect, and I absolutely love this one. I think it's a fragrance that you definitely must try. It's very underrated, and it's, if you like these type of scents, like this slightly aquatic, masculine, smoky fragrances, try this one. I think this one really deserves the spotlight. It's L'Ombre de Merveilles from Hermès. I mean, beautiful, beautiful bottle presentation. The next fragrance that I purchased is also from the house of Hermès, and it is Voyage d'Hermès. This one right here. I have the Parfum concentration, but to be honest, I think I prefer the original, this one. While I do really like the Parfum concentration, which is a wonderful lemon with cardamom fragrance, this one, on the other hand, I mean, beautiful. This is beautiful, very unique bottle presentation. This one is all about, it's very sparkly, spicy, lemony, a bit aquatic. It screams summer. And actually the performance on my skin, it's better with this one than the Parfum concentration. It's wonderful, man. And this fragrance is fantastic. This is an eau de toilette concentration, and it's a scent that I think it will be my signature scent for summertime. This screams summer. It's so unique and so seductive also. It's like can be your daily driver, but it's a unique daily driver. Again, sparkly, a bit aquatic, spicy. Wonderful, absolutely wonderful scent right here is Voyage d'Hermès. Next fragrance that I have here is from the house of Jean-Paul Gaultier, and I don't remember the last time I talked about Jean-Paul Gaultier fragrances, nor even last time I bought a Jean-Paul Gaultier fragrance, but this one is the best flanker from LIMA, hands down. Released in 2016, it is Le Male Essence de Parfum. This one right here. This is a 125 ml, and this is a tester. That's why you don't see like the I don't know how you should call it. I mean, etiquette. I don't know. And this is like the recent bottle presentation, because the original, the spray was in copper color. Now it's silver, as you see, and I think the color of the liquid was a bit more violet-ish. Now it's a bit more gray, but it still smells the same, at least to my nose. This is creamy. It's all about cinnamon, vanilla, a bit of lavender. This fragrance actually reminds me of Rochas, which is a clone of Valentino V. I don't have that age anymore. I finished that bottle actually. It was a great scent. I bought that fragrance like right in the beginning of my journey, like in 2016 or 2017 even. I love that fragrance, and actually when I tried this, when I sprayed this on my skin, I instantly remembered of that edge from Rochas. And this still smells like I remembered. Cinnamon, very creamy, warm, spicy, very seductive, very alluring, very sensual, and unfortunately discontinued, but still readily available in the online discounters, and that's why I bought this fragrance. I love this torso. Also, this torso is the best torso version of LIMA, hands down. Long lasting, at least for me. It's a perfect fall and winter scent. It's a great fragrance right here. It's Essence de Parfum by Jean-Paul Gaultier. Next fragrance that I have here, it was a blind buy, and it's already one of my favorite discoveries of this year and in last recent years. It's from the house of Rochas, and it is Rochas Femme. This is a classic. I think this is probably it's the most recent bottle presentation, the most recent version of this fragrance. But this is breathtaking. This is amazing. Caught me off guard. Thanks to Eugene. Yeah, buddy. One of his live streams, he was praising this fragrance, and I immediately pulled the trigger. This was crazily cheap. This is a 100 ml. I think this is an eau de toilette. Yeah, eau de toilette 100 ml, and I bought for 24 euros. Brand new. So, yeah, I just instantly bought one bottle, and well, I was just praising that it would be good. And it is. Seriously, this fragrance, it's all about plum. Absolutely love plum. Peach, love fruity fragrances in general. And incredibly heavy in the cumin. You need to love cumin. You need to love like Quartier Déclaration, Déclaration Parfum, the original Déclaration. You need to love Eau d'Hermès, from Hermès, of course, which I have absolutely love, also a classic. So you need to love cumin. You need to love classic cumin fragrances. This, although it's marketed towards women, this is quite masculine in my opinion, and doesn't smell like too old school for me. Doesn't smell like from, it smells like this fragrance is from a different era, but it's not like I can't wear this, I literally can wear this. I literally see myself wearing this. I already wore this, absolutely loved it. This really smells like a stunning, modern, spicy, masculine scent. Very gentlemanly, and although again it's femme, it's really masculine, bit animalic. It has like this sweaty nuance, but the fruitiness in here, it's very juicy. The plum here, it's very juicy, very prominent in the opening. This color, And I absolutely love this bottle. I love the color of the liquid, this amberish color. It's great. It's really, really great. Hands down, I mean, the blend is amazing. Doesn't smell cheap, not at all. It smells unique. It smells fantastic. I mean, it smells like a niche fragrance, to be honest. Great scent, Rochas Femme. It's amazing. The next fragrance, it's from House of Loewe. So underrated, this one. This is Loewe 001 for Men Eau de Parfum. I absolutely love this fragrance. Another stunning discovery of this year. So underrated. I don't recall when this was released, but definitely in the 2000s, maybe 2014, maybe. But this fragrance, man, the Eau de Parfum. Oh, it's so good. It's so damn sexy. Iris and bread seed, which gives this musky, creamy, powdery warmness. It's amazing. The iris here, it's fantastic. It is just incredible. This is signature scent worthy, very long lasting. And it's a fragrance for those who love JOÁO, Valentino Uomo, the original, Prada L'Homme Intense. I mean, if you love those type of fragrances, you will definitely love this one. Now, bear in mind, this is still quite different from all of those that I mentioned now. The embret seed in here, it's quite prominent, quite musky, creamy, woodsy, definitely cedarwood in here. Perfect. It's a perfect signature scent, actually. It's very well done. I mean, Loewe has stunning fragrances. Their blend, the quality of the ingredients is fantastic. I really advise you to try this one, and it will be a daily driver for me for the upcoming spring. It's Loewe 00 for Men Eau de Parfum. Now, let's talk about Chanel. I have here 5 fragrances from Chanel, 3 from their mainstream line, 2 from their list exclusive. Let's talk about a classic from the 80s, a powerhouse from the 80s, Antaeus. This one right here. Finally, I have this one. I can't believe that I have Antaeus. And I much prefer Antaeus to Kouros from Yves Saint Laurent. Oh, this smells so good. Oh man, this, while Kouros for me, it smells very pissy, very like old wet socks drowned in piss. This, on the other hand, oh man, this is a rugged, dry, masculine scent. Lots of castoreum. This is a perfect masculine chypre fragrance. Woodsy, a bit mossy, with castoreum, and it's just delightful. I absolutely love this one. I would love to try the vintage. I guess that the vintage is something out of this world. With real castoreum. I'm guessing that it's just a masterpiece of a fragrance. But this one, well, I never tried the original formula, but this one smells amazing. Doesn't smell dated, doesn't smell like too old school, too old manish. No, not at all. For me, this still feels modern. It's a chypre. You don't see these type of fragrances being released anymore. Not in the designer realm, at least. You can see more in the niche or indie brands, but not in the designer realm, unfortunately. But this still smells very modern. I definitely can wear this. I just love this one. I think it's a fragrance that you should try. At least you should try. It's a classic from the 80s and everyone should try. It's Antaeus from Chanel. Next fragrance that I purchased from the house of Chanel is Pour Monsieur Eau de Parfum. Yeah, this is the Eau de Parfum. I will buy also the Eau de Toilette, which was released in the 50s, in 1955, if I'm not mistaken. This was created by Jacques Poge, of course, but I think this was released already in 2014, if I'm not mistaken. It's more recent, definitely it's more recent. Eau de Parfum, it's so good. Oh, it's so masculine, so smooth, so creamy, so gentlemanly, so sophisticated, so elegant. You have bergamot right away, bergamot, nutmeg, very creamy, spicy, woodsy. It's fantastic. I mean, the original, the Eau de Toilette concentration, it's not as smooth as this one is. That's why I purchased this one, because what caught my attention was the smoothness, how this is so rounded and just so it's like I'm being hugged, and that's why I instantly bought this one, the Eau de Parfum. The Eau de Toilette, on the other hand, it feels harsher. It's the lemon and the citruses are definitely more prominent, feels more harsh, but it's equally amazing. And I feel that Eau de Toilette has better performance actually than the Eau de Parfum. Nonetheless, this one is to die for. I absolutely love this one. Pour Monsieur Eau de Parfum is stunning. The next fragrance from Chanel that I bought, it's very underrated actually. It's marketed towards women, but I feel that this is unisex through and through. And it is Cristalle Eau de Parfum. This fragrance, guys, it's so good. Oh wow, so sensual. It's sensual, but it's moody. It's like, it's quite melancholic at the same time. This fragrance is very interesting and very complex. Cristalle opens up with this most zesty, uplifting lemon. Very, very realistic lemon. But as it starts to develop, the lemon fades away. Then you have this creamy, not creamy, but like resinous galbanum, very green. And then develops into a more powdery, makeup-y, melancholic fragrance like Vol de Nuit from Guerlain, which I have and absolutely love. Like, not Vol de Nuit, Après L'Ondée from Guerlain, which I have and absolutely love. Like this powdery, makeup-y violet leaf, which creates a very melancholic, sensual, but melancholic, mysterious fragrance. This scent is out of this world. This is Eau de Parfum. I never tried the Eau de Toilette, so I can't really compare. But this one is fantastic. Great performance, at least on my skin. Very underrated. It's Cristalle from Chanel Eau de Parfum. And last but definitely not least, I will just show to you the final two Chanel fragrances that I bought from the Les Exclusives, and I have a dedicated video for these two fragrances. These two are Le Lion and Coromandel. This one. So this is Le Lion, this is Coromandel. Absolutely stunning. Proud owner of my two first Chanel fragrances. I've been wearing these two a lot. Actually, the first fragrance that I wore after I recovered my sense of smell, it was Coromandel. Oh man. Oh, it's so good. It's just, yeah, even unfair. It's patchouli with white chocolate. It's creamy. It's so seductive. It's calm. It has like a soothing, calming effect because it's not a loud scent, but it's so sensual, so alluring, and it just warms you up. It hugs you. It just says, I'm here for you. You know, it's so good. And then you have this fragrance when you want to stand out, which is Le Lion, which was actually my scent of the day Friday, which actually I received a compliment. Oh, so good. It's just smoky, vanillic, resinous, dry scent. Yeah, it has this Shalimar feel in the opening, but it's as it develops, it's like a fragrance of its own. Yeah, this is definitely more bold, more loud, more I'm here, more you want to be noticed, and you will be noticed with Le Lion. It's a stunning scent. These two are masterpieces in my opinion, and the next one will be Sycamore. I know that I recorded a video like last year or a couple of years ago, comparing Sycamore with Encre Noire à l'Extrême, and back then I said that you didn't need Sycamore because, well, you had à l'Extrême, which shared some similarities, but 2 years after that video, or a year after that video, well, I kind of changed my mind. Sorry guys, sorry not sorry, but still. Sycamore, it's out of this world. It's just amazing. I would love to try the Eau de Toilette, but well, we have the Eau de Parfum, and it will be the Eau de Parfum that I will purchase, and the Eau de Parfum smells fantastic. It's a sensual vetiver. It's a creamy, realistic vetiver. It's the most masculine, well, maybe not the most masculine from the Les Exclusives, but one of the most masculine from the Les Exclusives. It's a staple. At least it's that type of fragrance that you need to try once in your lifetime. I also have Boy and Jersey Misia on my wish list, but well, first I will go with Sycamore. Guys, I hope you enjoyed this video. Tell me in the comments down below, how are you? What fragrances did you purchase this year? What is already your favorite discovery as of now? Tell me everything in the comments down below, guys, and see you in the next video. Take care. Ciao.